Hey, what's good? This is Anthony Rivera, and this is Cross the Street with Jimbo.
The police on the hunt, should I stop, run, or hide? I ain't afraid to death, my grandmother's waiting, and my peers finna ride on the streets until we see change. Justice, see change. Equality, see change. Compassion, march on the streets until we see change. Reform, see change. Humanity, see change. Action, march on the streets until we see change. The streets on fire, don't put it out. Demonize our protest.
Right. Roscoe.
What's good? I'm here today with Anthony Rivera, good friend of mine, fellow Portland famous, if you will. Rocking the Skylar Ray shirt today.
Yeah. Roscoe.
What's up, Roscoe?
Got my loyal companion Roscoe here with me.
Got you a gift. Got you
All
a
right.
gift. So, I don't even drink this shit, but he likes the sugar-free one, and I said, out of respect to him, I'll even turbo it up with him and slam one of these as well. So,
cheers, thank you.
let's crack the top on this bad boy. Ooh, let it foam on it. There we go. Cheers.
All right.
Let's do it. All right.
All right, man.
Off and running. So, what's hot? What's going on in your life?
Oh, man. Got a lot going on. I mean, you know, as always, my recovery, always stay active in that. Working on some projects and stuff, but most recent activity in my life, on the 30th, you know, experienced a house fire and pretty much lost pretty much everything. Our house was totaled. I wasn't even home. I was actually at a meeting, and my roommate had called me, and actually he texted me, and he said that there was fire trucks at the house. So I called him, and he said that it was up in flames. I really don't know what happened, but he was at the house doing something, and you know, the house caught fire, and yeah, I got there, tried to run in, see if I could save anything, because the first thing that went to my mind, because you know I have my whole recording studio, all my merch, just happened. I usually keep it in my trunk, but with the hot weather, you know, I've been keeping it in my house, and you know, as soon as I was able to get in the house, you know, my computer was melted, my microphone was melted, and you know, my big bucket of merch with all my clothes in it. You know, they were somewhat sheltered, but the smoke damage was almost like extreme. I didn't think I was gonna be able to salvage anything. I took them out, aired them out for like 3 or 4 days, and I pretty much thought that was gonna be a complete loss. I was able to salvage a few shirts. They still smell a little smoky, but not as intense as it was. So I'm a little hopeful. I feel like some people will be able to buy some of those and help support.
Well, we're all looking to help you. The Portland hip hop community, I hope they all tap in and give you a chance, man. I know that you're, on a personal level, you're a good dude, man. So I know that you would help those that needed help if they needed it, and you've helped me, and I've seen you help others. So let's help our friend out here. His house burned down, for Christ. I asked what's hot. I wasn't going for my house burnt down, but that's hot.
That's hot, man. That's hot. It's real, and luckily Roscoe's okay. We're okay.
Roscoe.
You know, my girlfriend. Shout out to my girlfriend. Was able to take me and Roscoe in until for the time being, you know.
That's fucking airplanes. I don't know where they're going, but
I mean, you know, we could be out on the street. I don't know. I'm just grateful for what I do have, you know.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, for someone that's house burned down and you just got into a new relationship and kind of happy timing. So shout outs to Amanda.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we just dropped a new video. Was it last week or a couple weeks ago? We did Lost Ones.
Lost Ones.
Turned out really nice. That was a fun project to work on.
Yeah.
Got a chance to scour about our city for 3-4 days, Anthony and I.
Yeah. Taking
part in the movement. What's next in the works, man? You got shows lined up, I take it?
I got shows lined up. I got a big show on the 24th of this month, July 24th. It's a big recovery event called Unity in the Streets. Me, myself, Skylar Ray, Roulette Delgado, we're gonna be performing there. There's gonna be speaker meetings and stuff.
Oh, cool. Where's that at again?
That's at the convention center. And August 11th, I got a big show with R.A. the Rugged Man at the Bossa Nova Ballroom, which I got tickets for. If you're looking for the plug for a good concert,
Yeah, I
holler at
wouldn't
me.
miss that. Just, not only to see you guys, but I mean, RA, he comes here once a year or something.
Yeah.
And we went a few years back with Dirty on the show that Rush One put on, Trunk Mob performed. Great time, great show. So you'll have a lot of fun there.
Yeah. And then 27th of August, it's another show at the 1823 Mystery Bar with Skylar Ray, King Handsome from Rhode Island, and some other local artists, Big D, Young Blessed the Gutter, you know. So I got tickets for those too. Another big thing, I just finished my album. I got a 12-track album, and the only releases so far has been my music videos, Lost Ones, City Lights, and Let Me Explain with Von Born Famous. So I got a bunch of brand new tracks for you, unreleased on any platforms right now besides YouTube, my 3 singles off of that. Which I'll be dropping pretty soon, man. I'm super excited. A lot of people, a lot of features that I've been able to get on there. And you'll be able to hear a lot more variety
Who are some of the features that you got?
I got Big D. I got 2 tracks with Von Born Famous. I got 2 tracks with Regine the Black Bishop. I got a track with Skylar and Rara, Why So Sad. And Face King, he's on one of the tracks.
That's one of those Air Force jets.
Yeah.
That's tight. So you got the whole camp there. It sounds like you got a lot of people on that. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of different flow, and I got about 3 solo tracks on there. So some new stuff for me, some features with me, switching the flow up.
These guys ain't been giving around that. It says Air Force jets today coming over. That's good. He said, rip, rip. That's cool. So now that you got the album, this will be your second album release, right? Or are you gonna call it your first?
I don't even know, man. I dropped Guns and Butter. That was my first real official release. That had like 18 tracks on it. And I just dropped Self-Made. So this will be kind of like my 3rd release, but this will be my first real full project.
Right.
Because Self-Made, I put that collaboration together as singles. I didn't really drop it right. So This one, I'm really dropping it as a real full project. So call it my 3rd, you could call it my first.
We've known each other a couple years now, and I think that's kind of how, when I first met you, you had patchwork at that point. You had a couple songs here, a couple songs there, and then you just, over the last couple years, kind of kept at it to the point where you're like, man, I should probably put out an album. I got enough of these damn songs now.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to do it right, along with like selling merchandise and just dropping it. So I've had enough time to where, I've been able to create a little buzz, do a gang of videos with you.
Yeah, it's been fun, man.
I've got 8 or 9 videos out, and so really just trying to level up and continue to grow and continue to get better with everything that I'm doing and be a lot smarter. And I've always been willing to invest in myself, whether that's time or money. And so that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your start? How did it all go down here? I know you've told the story a couple times, but how'd you get to Portland?
Oh man, how I got to Portland. I'm from California originally. We moved around a lot. And when I was 15, I got kicked out of my dad's house and I moved up here to live with my mom, just to kind of get a fresh start. It wasn't much of a fresh start because, my mom did drugs and so did I. So we just that's just kind of what we did for a long time. I hopped around a lot, and I ended up landing in Astoria in 2012. That's where I had my son. Living in Astoria, it was challenging with everything that was going on with my son and his mother. And it just kind of got to be a lot. I was drinking a lot and doing drugs. And I came out to Portland just to kind of get away from that situation and try to start healing or whatever. which just led me to get into more trouble. You know, in 2017, you know, cops and charges, gun charge, and that really started to set me on my path to recovery. Try to help me, you know, start getting on a better path and start making better decisions for my future, for myself, for my son, for anybody else who was gonna cross my path, you know. So started getting recovery, man, and writing has always been a part of my journey. It's always been a part of my story since I was 15. So in recovery, I started really being able to express myself a lot more again. And, you know, I ended up just like feeling curious, you know, trying to see what was happening with like open mics and stuff. Started popping out around open mics in town, and you know, just by showing my face and spitting my bars, started getting known a lot more. Here, Roscoe's trying to hop up in the water.
He sees the water, he's like, let me in there something. That is the story, you know, like,
Yeah.
Sharista puts on those late lyrics events, and that's how I first saw you. And
Yeah.
you know, that event can be really cool for people because it gives them an opportunity to go do things for the first time or maybe ever.
Yeah.
Or at all, you know, only opportunity they get. And you took advantage of it. You went down there. We saw you, of course, on the list. And at that event, if people don't know who you are, or if they haven't heard you before, they'll leave usually. Like,
Yeah.
there'll be like 50 people in the crowd.
Right.
You come on stage, no one knows you, and it's like you and the bartender
Yeah.
and Sharista.
Right.
No, you totally... I mean, I was halfway out the door and I heard your verse and I was like, who is this kid? So
Yeah.
you have a very contagious style that's you know, recognizable around town now, and with the merch out and the videos, I think you've done a very good job of fast forwarding through the scene. So congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Who do you want to work with? You got anybody on the list that you want to work with? There's got to be some people around town, right?
Yeah. When I can afford the features, you know, I'm definitely trying to work with JC Cordetta, Swiggle. You know, I've talked to Roulette about getting on a track with him. I've talked to some artists. I've talked to Shane Taylor. I've talked to some artists. Like, that was my whole goal going into 2021, was to get features and start working with more artists. You know, and so there's a few people, but really I'll work with just about anybody who comes my way, just because I want to network and I want to share, you know, each other's followings. I want to share the love, and there's only so much my own style solo is gonna get me, you know, because with ideas and with beat selection, like, my style can really vary, but with me and only my own ideas, you know, like, that's only really gonna get me to exactly like who I am, but my personality can come out in different ways when it comes to working with other people.
I'm excited to see you work with other people. The Von Born Famous thing, that went really well. That was a really cool collaboration. We slammed in a video out of nowhere. Keep working like that. That's great. That speed at which you're working at right now is pretty phenomenal too. So. Yeah. So, what do you do for Portland hip hop? What does Anthony Rivera demand? And his homeboy Roscoe.
Man,
what do you guys do for Portland hip hop?
What we do for Portland hip hop? You know, definitely I feel like start bridging a gap between just the music scene alone and the street scene and a recovery scene, from people who might feel like that lifestyle of like going out and having fun. You know, people in recovery, you know, like, they're trying to stay away from those types of environments because that's where they found a lot of trouble. But if they see another artist who's actually in recovery, who's going to these shows and performing and having a good time, making some money, like, I feel like it can be inspiring for people who feel like they've lost all hope for having fun ever again in their life. Because that's not what recovery is about. It's not like you're a piece of shit and you don't deserve to have any fun from all of your mistakes. You know, I feel like being able to grow and learn how to navigate your life and still have fun and still do some of the things that you used to do, like, being able to you know, do some of those things and learn how to like navigate that in your life, I feel like is really important.
That's cool that you said that, because I've spent some time in the recovery hip hop scene with Skylar and Kayla and yourself, and you guys do provide that. You provide a safe space and environment for people to come and congregate.
Yeah.
And feel confident about their choices, being in a bar, listening to a hip hop show, for Christ's sakes, while during recovery.
Right.
So that is cool. They do deserve happiness and fun and joy, and you guys are supplying that. So hats off to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's your recovery going in general? You doing good right now?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man.
Even through all the heartaches and trouble and.
Yeah, that's the one thing that keeps me really grounded and positive, and keeping my perspective in the right place and being grateful is my recovery. And I go to a lot of meetings. Even over 3 years sober, I still go to meetings and network with other sober people. I feel like I've gained a lot of strength and knowledge of self. And how to navigate my life and my emotions on a daily basis. It's like how to keep pushing forward every single day, not focusing on the negative shit, not focusing on the stupid shit, that could get me really caught up. But it's just like, how can I be the best Anthony that I can be today? And if I'm having problems or situations, identifying them and working on them and finding a solution, man. Like, I lived way too many years just messed up, fucked off, angry, and with no solutions to my problems besides like run into a bottle or run into some drugs, So, yeah, my recovery is, that's what is keeping me alive, man, keeping me alive and happy at least.
You got a lot of people to support you in that community too,
Yeah.
Even the quiet types, but, there's a lot of people out there that really respect what you do. As far as like the recovery and the rap thing, which is hard, I feel like.
Yeah.
It can be challenging. So what's next, man? So what's next in the adventure of Anthony Rivera? What's the big goal? What are you looking for?
Man, I don't even know, man. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Keep making music, keep making videos. And if I can get my numbers up, if I can make more money, if I can do more out-of-town shows, I want my name to be known, not just in Portland, Like, I want to get that call from California and be like, hey, we want you down here, Or, I just recently did a show in Boise. I did a show up in Seattle. I'm just trying to get my name out there, get the respect.
What does Boski say? Sometimes you just got to cross over.
Yeah, cross over.
Cross over, yeah. No, I'm excited for your future, man. On top of being a cool artist, dude, you've been a good friend of mine, Anthony. I want to thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys been really good to me. So.
Hell yeah.
I had a couple hard points in my life here recently that this man recognized right away before most people. So thank you.
Yeah.
So, what has Portland hip hop done for you?
It's shown me a place to fit in, to express myself. It's shown the support and the love of just another person who loves hip hop and who loves to perform. Just being able to know that, hey, my voice can be heard, and can be wanted. It's given me the opportunity just to be me and to learn and to grow.
I've seen it, man. I've totally seen it. Not only as a person, but as a musician and as a friend and as a family member. You're a good dude, man. So keep all that up. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for now that we're all open again and everybody's running around back to doing gigs and everything? You have any big vacation plans or trips lined up, or?
I'm actually going to Oakland August 1st or 2nd to the 11th. I'll actually be getting back on the day of my show for the RA show. So yeah, I'm going down to Oakland with my girl just to have a little vacay.
She's from the Bay Area.
She's from the Bay, yeah. So, we're gonna go down there, scope the scenes. I'm gonna try to sell some merch while I'm out there. Sell some CDs.
Is that your first time going to the Bay? This will be your first trip there?
As an adult, yeah.
As an adult, cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's about it, man. I mean, other than that, I just try to stay on the path and just keep my mind in the game.
We are on the path, too. Look at that.
We're on the path.
All right, well, then in closing, you know, my favorite question, is there anything you want to say in parting to the city of Portland? You know, best wishes, shout outs, just a simple goodbye, whatever it may be. Is there anything you'd like to say to Portland?
Shit. I'll just say, you know, let's get them views up.
Get the views up.
Get them views up.
Keep tapping in on the videos. Make sure, let's get your social media stuff. Where can we find you at so everybody can listen to your music and see your videos?
On Instagram, it's Anthony Rivera PDX. You can find me. I have an artist page on Facebook, Anthony Rivera. Anthony Rivera everywhere. Rivera. All platforms, YouTube. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, man.
The city of Portland loves you. I sure do love you. I hope we can get your house taken care of too, get you a little money. Hit the man's page. I'm sure you have it pinned up on your Facebook page right now.
Yeah.
Hit his GoFundMe. Help the guy out. His house burned down, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a more worse situation than having everything I own burn up and having to stay somewhere that's, you know, luckily to have, but probably not what he was expecting that next morning after your house burned down. So
nope. And Roscoe lost it too.
Roscoe, look at Roscoe. You're helping Roscoe too.
Yeah.
He's a little. How's Roscoe handling the transition?
Oh, he's loving it, man. He's loving it. He has more people to hang out with. He gets walks every day. You know, I used to have a backyard I could just throw him in.
Roscoe came to my house today. That's the first time I think Roscoe's been to my place. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's loving the attention, man.
That's great.
So.
All right, Will. Cheers, friend. I love you so much. You've been a great dude. Thanks for joining the show. And I'm sure we're going to see you again soon, friend.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You already know it.